Welcome to Spiritual Tea Podcast. Spirituality is a shared global language, and each week we spill all the tea on spiritual current affairs and investments all over a cup of tea. I am your host, Alicia, with my son and co-host, Jamie.
Woo, applause track.
Welcome to Spiritual Tea Podcast. I am Alicia with my co-host, Jamie, here today.
I'm back.
On this week's podcast, I guess we're doing kind of a freestyle type of movement where we're just going to throw out a topic.
We're just riffing.
And we're just going to talk on that topic, and we're just going to see how this format goes. Okay. We have officially opened and launched our school, Manna Inspirational. It is www.mannainspirational.com. What it offers is it's online classes that offers a holistic and action-based approach that promotes mind, body, and spirit wellness support. Yes. Our courses are a combined meditation with mindfulness and positivity, as well as the new breaditation technique.
I like that.
That is bread making plus meditation, and it's the new and greatest technique. We have officially opened up the school. Intro offer, you receive 50% off of the course, limited time only of the intro course, which is the very first course. Please visit our school, enroll. You get all the free, they're not free, but you get all the dry ingredients shipped to you to make the bread for the breaditation portion of the class. So I'm excited. Yes. Check us out.
Check it out.
We have our second co-host here, we have our first special co-host here with us, the Hubby.
The guest.
Our guest co-host here.
Let's talk about something that's going to be inside of the, not be cut out.
So, what did we do to the cat? Do I open my laptop too?
No, you don't need to open up your laptop. You want to comment on the Little Mermaid controversy?
No, I just know that the one girl from the one group that plays in Grown Up
Grownish.
is Ariel. Are you coming back?
I'll be back. I don't know nothing about this topic.
Yeah, I don't know too much about this topic either. That's more of a Jasmine thing.
Yeah, if only she would come as a special guest. Let's talk about finances.
All right.
I've been reading the book. Did I tell you about the book I've been reading? And Bush led me to ask you all those questions the other night.
Yeah.
I told you about that book?
You told me a little bit about the book. Because you told me last week.
I didn't tell you what book I was reading, no.
No. Said I'm reading a book that said this.
Well, the book is called, it was recommended, or some guys on the podcast I was listening to recommended this, said it really helped them turn their finances around. But they're like in their older 30s. They said it's really great for someone in their young 20s to read something like this. It's called I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit. Don't know his last name. But that's why I started reading.
I will teach you to be rich.
I will teach you how to be rich.
I will teach you how to be rich.
Yes.
I will teach you. That's the book. And they said that is a good book for people in their mid-20s to read.
Early 20s.
Early 20s.
Yeah, when they're getting their finances together. So basically, just getting started book. It really goes in depth about credit cards, how credit cards work, how to effectively use one or get out of debt. Like the snowball method. They talk about the snowball method, snowball debt method. They're talking about the advantages of getting started with your 401k and how starting now matters as soon as you can. The Roth IRA, then I told you about the HSA one. And then, so basically what it is basically creating a conscious spending plan. So it's called a conscious spending plan where, you heard that before?
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if she's interested in this conversation or not.
I am.
Alright, so it's called Conscious Spending Plan, because right now, if you don't have any plan with your money, whenever you buy something, you feel guilty about it. That's just how finances are right now. I mean, I don't know about you guys. You guys are a lot more established. But for someone younger and don't have established finances, when they spend anything and they don't feel like they've
Buyer's
saved...
remorse is what that would be
Yeah,
called.
exactly. They didn't save 100% of their paycheck. They feel guilty about it. So the
I
whole...
don't know. Do you feel guilty?
Yeah. That's why I'm reading this book. So what this does is it's a plan where you allocate different things for your money, and then you leave whatever is left into your checking account, and that's your guilt-free spending money. But you can spend that because you know that, oh, I have 10% of my paycheck going to a 401k. I got the other 10% going to a savings account, a high-yield savings account. I did the other 50% of it, paid all the bills that I had, and this is what I have left over to spend.
Right.
So that's what this whole book is pretty much about, and it talks about the importance of automating everything. So essentially, you're growing money while you're sleeping, type of thing, through investing and putting in a high yield savings account, and it's taking care of your bills, paying everything off. You don't have to worry about finances too much.
I think that's a good book to read. I think that is excellent.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet. I'm like halfway through, a little over halfway through.
Have you applied any of it to your characteristics or into?
I mean, I talked about it. I haven't applied. So it's like what it is, like it gives you like a 6-week plan. So the first chapter is like about credit cards.
Correct.
And so it says, oh, if you're in credit card debt, apply the methods to get out credit card debt. If you're not, if you want a credit card, do it and set it up the way I to set it up. Basically, that it charges you in full each month. So then don't do no minimum payment, so you don't have any like monthly interest or anything. So you do it every month. It builds credit, and then you get cash back or travel rewards or.
That's for what? Credit card?
Credit card, yeah. So that was chapter 1. But chapter 1 was what I really wanted to get to was the investing part. So I think that was chapter 2 or 3. One of those chapters, and so that's when it starts talking about 401ks and Roth IRAs and long-term investment, retirement investment accounts. So that was the second week. So the second week, so after you conquer your credit card debt, the second week you go and you try to open up a 401k, try to open up a Roth IRA. I might have got the week switch. Week 2 might be more so of a plan before you do that. I don't know, I have to review it, but basically, after every chapter, you try to implement what is being done, what he's saying.
You're supposed to.
Huh?
That's what you're supposed to.
That's what you're supposed to do, but I'd rather just read the whole book first and then come back to it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Because right now, it's like a lot of waiting. So you open up an account and then you kind of just have it sitting there. So like for the 401k, that was back in chapter 2, and so he says open it up, and I'll tell you later on what things or what's the best things to invest in, or usually. So basically, I didn't want to just open up a 401k account and just start my 401k and just have it there. I'd rather just get a full knowledge of everything before starting it.
Good. Really good. Learning about investing.
Yeah.
Doesn't talk about real estate.
No, I don't think, but once I get through this one.
Mid-20s. Just for people in the mid-20s.
Yeah, so this is the good one. I wanted to get something that covered everything first, and then I have another book.
The basics.
I have another book that I want to buy after this one.
That's really good.
It talks about financial freedom and real estate investing.
Because what doesn't happen, which is really sad, is you're not taught that in school.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? In any of your school classes, did they even? I think they used to go over this in school when we was there. They teach you how to write a check and balance a checkbook. Did they ever do that to you in school?
No.
They never taught that.
Our kids don't even have checks.
Nope.
But so that maybe I was daydreaming. I could swear that was in school. But anywho, I really think these are things that actually could be taught into not necessarily a math class, but maybe an economics class or something to that effect.
I mean, it could be just an elective on finances.
I don't think that should be elective.
It should be elective.
It should be a requirement class on financial and financial.
Going to participate.
I agree.
Do you know why they probably don't? They make more money off of kids being in debt.
Yeah.
If you're not financially wise and not taught how to do it, and you got to figure it out, it's more successful for people because it's a business.
Yeah.
This world, everything is little mini businesses.
Yeah, I agree.
And everybody was taught how to be financially wise. People lose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, credit card companies don't make money just off of people borrowing money. They make money off of people not knowing how to be responsible
with it. Yeah.
They're banking on you being unresponsible with the credit card and making those mistakes.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's how banks are in general.
That is exactly what although when they make mistakes and they messed up, the country bails them out.
Yeah.
We ain't got no bailout plan.
Not at all. So what you think, Bob? You think about cool? Yay? Nay?
What?
I don't know. Finances? Book?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's a good book. What's the
Don't
book
come
again?
home stupid.
I'm trying not to.
What's the family motto?
I'm trying not to.
What's the family motto?
Don't come home stupid.
Don't come home stupid.
What's the book called again? Name? What's the book?
The book is I Will Teach You to Be Rich. And a great book to follow that up with is
How I Lost All My Riches.
I'll figure out what I'm going to go to next after. Yeah, the other ones. Did you ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad? I guess that's supposed to be a big.
I told you about it.
Oh, did you? That
Yeah.
probably sounds familiar.
I told you about it.
That's the next one I was going to read.
That's
after
a really
that.
I
good
probably
book.
have
That's
because
a great book.
it spoke deeply about finances. Yeah, I think it was something about the
Yeah, well, this
concept
is what
of
the
it.
concept is. Basically, what Dad was saying, he grew up in a poor family. He had a poor dad. But his best friend, who he would spend a lot of time with, his dad was rich. It was a more financially successful family. So, I think what the book is supposed to be about is like a dichotomy of how that dad moved and his actions and his financial actions versus how his dad was moving.
Huge.
But yeah, it was a good book. I probably have that book somewhere
Yeah.
Huge.
over here.
Because you could do that. And the two people could actually, you could put the two people and have the same amount of money in their bank accounts. They can have the same amount of money in the bank accounts, but this mindset person will be able to make it further and do more with the same amount of money than this person would be.
Yep.
And that's what something like that will teach you.
So that was my topic.
Good topic.
I think we're
You coming with a
I think
topic?
Mom wants to wrap up now.
So that is it for us.
Thank you guys for having me. I feel honored.
Oh, you're welcome. That is it for us. Join us next time. Bye.
Bye.
We would love to hear your comments and your feedbacks on any points from today's show. Please visit our website at www.spiritual-tea.net. We'll be sure to share it on our next episode. Yeah?
Yep. Sounded good.
Well, that's all for today's episode of Spiritual Tea Podcast. Thanks for joining us over a cup of tea. Woo. Thank you to my son and co-host, Gemi.
Applause track.
Bam. Be sure to follow and subscribe to our show to hear weekly episodes and previous episodes. I invite you to join us next week for more Spiritual Tea.
Yep.
And if you haven't already, please be sure to visit our website. You can find more episodes, our short show notes, Spiritual Tea swagware, as well as any special links or websites that we spoke about today. We hope that you receive abundant blessings this week. This is your week. We look forward to next week. Many blessings.
Bye.
Bye.